I just got a new apartment. Kana internet? Are we trying to find? Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Sizagele Temba, also known as Simply Jasmine, and this is Catching Up with Jasmine. So, wang, wang, wang.
Breaking news.
So I have been keeping a secret from you guys, and I have been working on finding my own place and obviously working. But I finally have a place to call my own, and this is obviously an empty apartment tour because how could I start this journey and not bring you guys along? Doesn't make sense. But I am currently sitting in my new apartment and I don't know, man, you know? Welcome to my new humble abode. Like, how do we even begin to describe this feeling? It just feels weird saying that. But guys, we finally have a place to call our own. For the past couple of months, if not years, I've been dreaming of having my own space, and it has finally happened. Like, we finally have our own spot, and I am going to take you guys through the place. But first things first, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And also, do not forget to tell a friend to be a part of the confetti squad, because besties, you guys are coming along. Okay, let's start from the beginning. So I studied at the Northwest and I stayed in a dress and sort of experienced what life was in terms of staying alone, and then moved back home in 2021. So since 2021 to 2024, I've been staying at home, but even just staying at home, I did not have my own space. And I sort of felt like I am growing. I need privacy. I need my own space. Like, I need creative freedom to express myself in my bedroom, because I feel like in varsity, you guys, if you've seen my old vlogs, you might have seen what my room looked like in varsity. So I missed that feeling. I missed putting Sizagede into the space I live in. And I haven't really been able to do that while I stayed at home. But also that is because I was sharing a space with my baby sister. And I think a lot of people have even noticed that I didn't vlog when I was at home, mainly for safety reasons. But even in the same breath, I wasn't really fully committed to the idea of vlogging at home. I still want to preserve that image, and I am very comfortable with not vlogging my life there, but you might have caught snippets of where I stay, my home, in my previous vlogs. But now we are starting a new chapter, and we are now progressing into Caesar with her own home. But yeah, apart from that, I finally have my own space. I can finally decorate it however I want and just do whatever I want, but also be mindful of where I am now in my life. The other factor was also work. Like, my work was now demanding me to work late hours. I mean, I've obviously had days where I would work and leave an event at like 12 or 1 and I would be forced to sort of Uber home, or I've taken advantage of my situation and sort of booked myself into a place. So yeah, that has also happened. Yeah, I felt like I did not want to travel back home. I would literally book myself into a place or book prior to me going to an event, and yeah, I would always have that as a backup plan. But I also had my friends who sort of adopted me. My friends adopted me, and we would literally have moments where I was either working an event and they were not there, and I would still go back to their place to sleep, or we would both be at an event, say if it was a work event and we both had to be there. and I would go back with them. But even with that, I sort of felt like it was time. Obviously, this has been in the works since I think the beginning of this year, but I wasn't really fully committed to moving out because I had Afro Nation planning, and that required my funds, to say the least. That required my funds, so that's where most of my energy and most of my money went. But now we are finally settled and finally in a space where I feel like I am ready to be in my own place. So this is what we're doing. I am now sitting on my throne, my camp master here, and I will take you guys through my apartment and show you what the vibe is. Obviously in my planning, I knew that I wanted an apartment with big windows, like, you know, floor to ceiling windows, you know, but budget. And then the other thing that I was looking for was obviously a place with a balcony, natural light, you know, just all of the vibes, you know, because I am big on places that have natural light, that have a lot of air coming into or flowing into the room. I'm very specific, especially when it comes to that. Like I've even seen it with when I book like a simple thing as a hotel room or like a hotel apartment. I'm very specific in that sense. I always look for places that are bright, places that have natural light, and places that I can breathe and you know, just flourish in. And this is a cross between that. But I've obviously been seeking a place, and I started officially in July to look for a place. And I went to view a couple. Some I did love, but they didn't really tick all of the boxes for me. I think there was also me having to take into consideration where I work and obviously the cost implications. I do not have a car yet. And the last thing I needed was for me to find a place that is far and that required me to spend a lot of money on transport. Because as a grown girly, the last thing I want to do is spend where it's not necessary. Unless it's a Shein order or food or drinks, like an outing or something. I mean, I'm always there. So I rather have money for that. But also finding a place in a location that is safe and feels comfortable for me. So I had to take that into consideration. And yeah, it all boiled down to this place. But also I needed, guys, let's be honest, an aesthetically pleasing apartment. And I think this is a cross between that and also location, but also price. And yeah, so I am happy with my first pick. I mean, this is my first official apartment, and I had to compensate somewhere. But yeah, but I'll show you guys the place in a bit and show you my humble abode. Let's practice for a second. What's up? How you doing? And welcome to my crib. Okay, so first things first, this is what you see as you walk into my apartment. This is my entryway and this is my bathroom, but I'll show you guys that later. We'll go through the kitchen and the lounge area, and then the bedroom, and lastly the bathroom. So first things first is my kitchen, and this is what we're working with. It's quite small, but we're working with what we have. And I viewed a different apartment, okay, and it had a different setup, like the layout was different. But the only difference was it had an extra cupboard in the middle of the room. But I was not vibing with that situation. And I sort of decided, you know what, if I have to get in an extra cupboard for extra space, I will. But I felt like it was sort of taking up space over there, because as soon as you move from the kitchen is the lounge area, but I'll show you guys that in a bit. And it was sort of messing with my vibe. So I felt like this one was better, but also I'll explain because of the window situation. But yeah, again, let's go back to the kitchen. This apartment does not come with appliances, apart from the stove, but this is the get up. This is what we're working with. Over there I'll have my fridge, and over here where we have my tripod and my bev, because it was keeping me company and it still is. So yeah, this is where I'll have my kettle and maybe a smaller like appliance like a blender or something, but definitely not a toaster. I feel like I figured that as much as I love toast, having an actual toaster won't work like in this situation. But if I decide in the future that I want a toaster, I'll get a toaster. But for now, I am happy with the fact that I'm not getting a toaster. But yeah, this is my get up for now. I'm planning on getting a fridge this weekend and a microwave, and then everything else will follow as time goes, because the last thing I want to do is to fully furnish my apartment without being mindful of other things in my life. So I said I'll start in phases and we'll progress as we go. And the other thing, I'll get a washing machine, hopefully before the year ends, but we are working on it. We're trying to get the rands up, you know, but yeah, back to the kitchen. So over here is my cupboards, and there's extra shelving space above the hob, and over here is where my microwave will go. And again, we have space this side. So yeah, I don't really have a plan on how I'm going to fill these cupboards up. But yeah, we'll figure things out as we go. And over here is my kitchen sink. And just below it is a cupboard, which I will be using for my detergents and cleaning materials. And then yeah, if there's a need to build on the space that we have here, we will. But there is extra space in the bottom that I feel like we'll use for something else. But yeah, that's also something we'll work on as time goes. And then over here on the side, we just have a little nook for my cleaning items. Like this was a weird feature because I felt like it's weird for them to place it here because they could have raised it a bit. But yeah, it doesn't mess with the vibe, like completely, it doesn't. But obviously here I'll be placing my mop and my broom and my dustpan, and everything else I'll be using as my cleaning items. But that's that. And then over here we have my stove. So it is a flat top stove, and I think it should work. And this is how you switch it on. And these are the controls. Then on the other hand, we have the kitchen hob, which is very smart because this is how you turn it on. This is how you turn it up. I will kupuga now. Okay, never mind. That's how you turn it up. That's how you switch it off. I will wax on, wax off. It's giving Cabanina, but anyway. And then over here we have a cupboard, right, which I will use for my groceries and maybe other things. And a drawer that I will use for my kitchen tools and utensils. But yeah, guys, in summary, that is my kitchen. Let's move on over to the lounge area. So this is a full view of my lounge. We also have a cupboard at the top. Obviously, that is where the fridge is meant to go. But in the meantime, I'll leave that space blank because I do not have a proper plan for it. And I have the extra cupboard space, say if I need to store extra grocery items or things I do not typically want to use every day, you see. And then as we head on over to the lounge area, the main feature is this window. As like I mentioned, top priority for me was a place with a lot of lighting and a lot of breeze flowing through it, and this window does exactly that. Obviously I might show you guys what it looks like in the daytime, but it is a big window and you can actually see the outside area and the surroundings. So I'm just being mindful of that, but I'll show you kancane, you know, kancane. But then it's that, and there's also trees on the other side, so you can actually get to see nature, you know. It's not literally me waking up and staring into a wall or someone else's window, because that is the last thing I needed. And I felt like the other big reason why I picked this apartment was because of that, as opposed to the other one that I viewed when I came to pick out my apartment, where I felt like I would not be satisfied with waking up and seeing another person opposite me. So this works, and this is all it's giving. So over there I'll have my couch and a rug, you know, like a coffee table in between. And on the side, where my suitcases currently are, I got those from Macro, by the way, and my tripod, which is from Shein, that does wonders for me. I will have my, what's this? I will have a TV stand. I still don't know what size I'll get, obviously because the space is small, but I still want like a standing mirror to be in the corner, if not on the side. But yeah, guys, we'll map it out as time goes. And then I'll also have my TV over there. Okay, let's move on over to the bedroom and show you guys what's happening in there. So my things got delivered. My mattress got delivered on Monday and my bed base got delivered on Tuesday. So I spent my first night in my apartment sleeping on the floor, but I'm happy they delivered the mattress over the base first, because I do not know what I would have done had they delivered the base first as opposed to the mattress. But okay, let's show you guys what's happening in here. Okay guys, so first things first, as soon as you walk into my bedroom is my base and my pedestal. But my bed is a combination of a mattress, which I got from the Mattress Warehouse, and also my bed base, which I got from Paradise Square. It is also extra storage for my winter clothes, my bedding, and everything in between. And also this IKEA inspired pedestal, which I love because it is going to match my entire aesthetic. Like, I feel like the plan I have for my apartment and also the vibe that I'm going for is black and white items with touches of pink. And I felt like I needed to start obviously with the base items and focus more on the black and the white. And this pedestal just does that. Like, it is one of my favorite items that I have planned and picked out for myself. But for now, I've only gotten one, and I'm not sure if I am going to get a second one for the other side of my bed, because I do have a shelf that I ordered that I would like to install. So I might move this pedestal to the other side of the bed, because that is the side where I sleep normally, and maybe the shelf will be the side, and it will have like random items like my perfumes, my jewelry, and everything in between that I would like to have on display. But obviously you guys will see that once I start bringing my apartment to life, and yeah, you guys will get a glimpse of that. And then also on the left hand side is this big feature window that I love, because the first thing I see when I wake up is trees. Like, it's pretty in the morning, and I feel like it is one of the things that sold me on getting this particular apartment and this particular unit, But again, I'll show you guys if I decide to show you guys a glimpse of what it looks like in the morning. But it's pretty amazing, and I love that there's a lot of natural light that flows into the room. And then over here, I got curtains from At Home. Like, At Home had a crazy sale. And I literally walked into At Home. I was going to collate something, like, just randomly. And these were on display. I did not even know the actual measurements of my wall. But it worked in my favor because now I have curtains, like something to close my window with. Because I think even just sleeping in the night, I just need it to be dark, but they're not really complete blackout curtains. But as time goes, I'll get proper curtains and a proper lining. We don't know what to call it, like the curtain that goes before the actual curtain, but lining or lace. No, ekaya we call it lace. But yeah, I'll get that obviously during the weekend once I start shopping for my apartment. And then over here we have my wardrobe, and it's quite small, guys. Like, at first glance it looks small, and it made me panic a bit because I do have a lot of clothes and a lot of junk. Like, I am being honest with myself. I have a lot of junk, and I had to figure out how to best maneuver the situation. And that is why I got the storage base, but also my pedestal and my shelf will serve as extra storage. But let me show you guys what I'm working with so you can understand. So over here on the left hand side is obviously my shelves, and this is what they look like. They are quite deep because when I put my arm in, it actually extends from the beginning to the end of my arm. So I might have to layer my clothes double, but we'll figure that out as we go. And these are just things I got from my bed. I'll dress my bed shortly and show you guys what it looks like. But this is a fitted sheet that I got from At Home in the size double because my bed is a double, and also a pillowcase. But I'll show you guys obviously because it is a matching set once I've dressed my bed, and yeah, just show you guys what that would look like. But yeah, guys, please stay tuned for the rest of my apartment updates because I am like literally excited for this journey, and I want to bring you guys along with me. Like, I've literally been vlogging for TikTok, I've been vlogging for YouTube, so you can tell that the commitment is there. So please do stick around and catch the action and whatever happens and the updates that take place in my apartment. But yeah, in continuation, this is the hanger storage space. I've already inserted some hangers that I will be using to hang my jackets, and I'll decide what I use the space at the bottom for, probably my shoes, but I do not know yet. I'll decide. And then there's also these two shelves, which again have the same depth. It's still an arm length. So yeah, we will maximize the storage space as much as we can. And I think at the top, I'll just have my suitcases because the last thing I need is for my suitcases to get scratched, because I was so excited to get them and I love them. And I did not realize how much I love pink until I got the suitcases, because I have a couple of items that are pink, but my dominant color is literally black, and I hate white because it is hard to clean. But somehow I see that pulling through in some of the items I get. But even with just the color pink, like I am now committed to pink items. But again, this is not going to be a plain aesthetic house. It's not going to be that. It's going to be cultured. Let me put it like that. It's going to be cultured. And I think once I've furnished my apartment, I can then start focusing on the actual decor. And I'm hoping that does pull through in the end, because I have a vision, and once I set my mind on something, I focus on working towards it. And I am literally going to be that person. Like, if it doesn't work out, I'm going to try it again. If that doesn't work, I'm going to try again, because umoya weguluva awupheli. Like, that is me. I do not give up. And once I give up, disclaimer, just know I've tried. Like, just know I've tried. So yeah, that's just me, and that is the attitude I apply in my life, and obviously going to apply into my space, because this is where I am going to spend most of my time, enjoying my rent and just being here. Like, I'm a proper homebody unless I go outside. Like, if I'm outside, I'm outside, because there's no in between, like, with me. So yeah, when I'm home, I want to be comfortable. I want to enjoy the space I'm in, and I am hoping that this journey does bring us towards that. And yeah, guys, let me quickly show you guys my bathroom and continue unpacking, because I am not going to sleep until this bed is dressed. But yeah, you guys will catch that on the next vlog. Okay, then over here we have some bit of space for a shoe shelf, which I think I will want to get as time goes. It is actually spacious in the sense that I can actually fit my entire body. Like, guys, the math is not mathing sometimes with me. I'll show you guys in a bit, but the space actually works. Like, I'll show you what I mean, but I'll probably get like a shelf or two shelves that I'll stack on top of each other for my shoes or my handbags, and that's what I'll use for this area. Anyway, let me show you guys the bathroom. Okay, guys, so welcome to my bathroom, the final the final room for this apartment. So let me just walk you guys quickly through the bathroom. So we have a shower and a towel rail, and the toilet, and an extra shelf for whatever. I do not know what I'm going to use this for. I don't think I want to store like extra towels there, but I'll figure things out as time goes. And yeah, that's just about it. And it has this extra, it's not really an extra, but a levitated something. Guys, English is now running away from me. But it's levitated, and that's where I've decided to store my toilet brush. But obviously I'll have things on the side. But again, we'll figure things out as we go. And I love, love, love the black detailing in this bathroom. Like, even the shower is grey, but it also has like black accents. And it has the storage area that I can use to store my soap and my shower essentials. And it has a shower head and that, right, to turn the shower on. But the only thing I did not like about this apartment was that it has a vent and no window. But I think it just makes sense because of the layout. And I can't fault the apartment because of that, but I would have preferred to have a bathroom with like natural lighting. Like, that's my vibe, that's my entire vibe. But that's the only disadvantage of this bathroom. And yeah, I think we're gonna have some pretty good moments here. Over here we just have a mirror. It's not a full body length mirror, but it does its job, And there's the sink, We have the sink, and it has this marble tile, which I absolutely love. I feel like it elevates the space. We had the same in the kitchen. The backsplash was the same tile, and yeah, guys, it's giving cute. It's giving luxury. Like, you know, everything that we were going for and everything that we were hoping would be in our first apartment, and it just takes the boxes, right? So I am going to enjoy my time here, however long that is, and we'll see how much of a fruitful stay it is. But that's literally my bathroom, and yeah, last thing, there's this cabinet which is under the sink, which I love because I'll use it for my skincare products and extra toiletries if I need to. But there's also space here on the side for my laundry basket, so that's where my laundry basket will be. And over here on the side, I have not really decided what I'll use the space for, but it is a decent amount of space for one person, except this person has a lot of junk. But yeah, we'll figure things out as we go. But thank you for watching my video. Like, we've come to the end of the tour. You guys did enjoy this vlog, but that's it from me. We'll catch you on the next one when we have better updates. And yeah, see you on the next one. Love you. Bye.